everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. It's lovely to be back doing something. Now, before I start this, I'll just tell you there is a giveaway. Obviously, there's an announcement to come for the winners of the giveaway that we did, and I was poorly and now Annie's busy, so we've got to get together with it. So it took a bit longer than normal, but I closed mine because I did the draw, but she's not had a chance to edit hers yet. So when she's got that done, we'll announce it all. Right, these are the Born Pretties, which I had in the last video, which was the review video and swatches. Look at those stunners. Oh, if you want to see that, that's in the last video. But I'm not going to use those today. I'm going to use these, which are the Silky White series. They're beautiful to work with. And they've got so many colours. And I have kept saying that I would do one of the tweed nails that people have been doing, and I haven't done one yet. And I want to utilise this glitter, which is CG106. That's got a top coat over it, but you can see there's a bit of a texture to it, so I'm going to try and utilise that with the pink that I also got, which is CG073. And this glitter's got a bit of green and pink and other colours in, so I'm going to bring this Silky White one in as well, which is CG033. So that should tie those two colours together. And then for the tweed, I'm bringing in a black. This is from the Black Spar, which is BPO1. I'm not quite sure what number it is in the Silky White series, but they have got a black in that. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do some jumper nails. I'm going to do the standard design that you'll have seen everywhere. So I'll show you how everybody's doing that. But also, I like chunky sweaters in winter. I love what's called an Aron cable sweater. So I'll show you that. That's a little bit chunkier. So you'll need a clear acrylic powder for that. If you're on Born Pretty site and you just want a little pot of acrylic, you can use the dip powder as well. If you're on the site, get yourself a little pot of clear. And then you can do all the sweater nails. So you don't need to buy those. I've got this clear that's been on the go forever, so I'll just use that. And we'll get cracking. I've got Eve ready, just save a bit of time. And I've just put some long tips in here, and I've buffed the surface a little, just with a sanding band. So not building today, it's all about the design. So that's that. See these nails, this is the effect you can get with the, what's it called, moonlight one, with the moonlight gel. Stunning, isn't it? Right, so that's that. So what I'll do is I'll base coat and I'll come back when we're doing the design. Right, I decided to voice over so that it were easier if you're editing. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting, use the glitter of your choice. I'm just putting this underneath, so we've got 1 or 2 coats depending on what you like. I just went with 1 because there's going to be a lot of colour going on top of it. And when it's chunky glitter, just place it a little bit and then let it settle for a few seconds. But I want the kind of rough texture anyway. If you've got any, I didn't have any, I had a look. I wanted some sort of sugar glitter to sprinkle on as well and make it a bit more rough, but I didn't have any that matched with it, so do that if that's your choice. But I just went with this underneath, and then I've just found a little brush, not too thin, but I'm just going to do lines, and if they're a bit jaggedy, that's even better. So this is a great design if you've got a shaky hand, because it doesn't really matter what you're doing. In fact, the more irregular these lines, the better it is. So I'm just going to go down first, and then I'm just going to go across. That's it. Leave some spaces in between that because you're going to want to get your other colours on. That line there is a bit thick, but it is what it is. And I'm just swapping to this pink. So same again with this, and then I'll do the same with the black. And I think that little bit of glitter in the background just makes all the difference. I'm going to do these matte so the whole set matches. Now that set's done. So what I've done now is I've just done 2 coats of the green. And when I'm doing the sweater nails, I try and start with a line first, because I've got this strange thing with my eye. Things go off to one side. I can't level up pictures on wall or anything. So I decide if I start with the line, then I don't start to veer off as I'm painting the middle bit. And then the design's going to go in between these 2 lines. That's it. I just find it easier that way. Now when you're doing these sweater nails, you can either just do 1 coat of the gel, or once you've sprinkled and brushed it off, you can go in with another coat if you want it even thicker. But don't cure that yet. Just sprinkle your bit of dip powder or acrylic powder into it. So sprinkle it on, leave it a few seconds. Wait to see if it goes shiny again. If it goes shiny again, then you can sprinkle a little bit more on. If it's quite dull, then it's ready and it can go in the lamp. But don't forget, don't brush it off until it's been in the lamp. So that's cured. So I'll give it at least 30 seconds in between this, because I don't want to disturb that. So the more you can paint in one fell swoop, then the quicker it's going to be to do your design. But if you think you might mess it up, then keep sprinkling and curing in between. So just do 2 lines down and then join them up slightly at an angle in the middle. So I've left this in real time so you can see I'm not the fastest, but I want to be quite precise. So that's that. So same again, sprinkle on. Now at this point, if you feel confident you can do the sides and everything all at once, then do it. I've cured that and then come back to these little stitches down the side. So I've gone down it once and then decided it wasn't quite thick enough. So I've just gone over it with a bit more and then sprinkle again. Now the next nail is a little bit different to this. You see this design in lots of places, but I just thought I'd show it if you've not done it before. So same again with this one. I've started with 2 lines down the middle. I've put the acrylic on that, cured it and brushed it off, and now I'm starting with the middle. Now what I'm showing here is that when I've tried to do this, I've tried it a few times and I keep going off centre, or my swirly lines don't look sort of even both sides. So what I've found, this is the best way, is to put some little dots down the middle where you want the cable to cross. So I do that first, so it's an equal distance between them all. And I decide it needs another one up at the top there. Then once I've done that, that's directly down the middle, I'm going to do some more teeny tiny dots on the outside of that. So that's where the outside of the circle is going to go to. So you can use your brush or a very fine dotting tool for this, but they only want to be a little tiny dot. It just gives me a guide, it's better for my eye. That's it. Now I'm not going to cure that. I'm going to use that as my guide to put these circles. So you've got joining circles, so a number of number 8s down the middle. If they're slightly elongated, that's fine as well. I'm doing this pretty fine, and then once I've decided that the circles are actually the right and the where I want them to be, then I'll go in and go over them again and make the lines a little bit thicker. But I would definitely cure your straight lines first on this, because if you do go wrong you can then just wipe it off and have another go till you're happy with it. So looking at it, yeah, I'm happy where it is. So I've just gone over it again, and then I've decided to put some dots down the middle before I cure it and powder it. I find it really relaxing doing these, I don't know why. So that's that. So I'm going to sugar that before I start putting anything else on. Well, sugar, I mean acrylic powder. I'll cure that. Now, with this second coat, what you want to do is, if you look at the line from the top to the left, from the right to the left, I'm doing that so that looks as if it's coming over the cable. And in the other direction, from the top left down to bottom right, I want that to look like it's going under the cable. So when I'm going left, I go completely over that join. And then when I come from the right, I stop short of that line. Don't touch the line. So as you can see, I'm building it up so it looks like that cable is going over the top, but I'm stopping short before I go across that next line. And then with this one, I start just under that line and again go over the top. So if you're thinking of the line going under to the right and over to the left. Stop short. Start just under that line and go over the top again. Hope that makes sense. So I'm just showing you, make it thicker as it goes over. That's that. So I'm going to put some powder on that and I'm going to cure it. Yeah, if it starts to spread, hold your hand upside down for a little bit to make it pull back again. So I brushed that off and I've decided that the line going over to the left needs to be a little bit thicker, so I'm just going to add a little bit more product onto it. You can see the start of it happening, but it's not quite defined enough, particularly in that middle bit, look. So I'm just going over. Yeah, so I've gone on about this enough. I'll let you just watch this, then I'll pop back when they're finished. Right, so here they are, all done. I like them. I like how they've turned out. So that's your normal that you see, sweater nail, and then the cable one. So I hope you can see what I meant by that. I love them. I think they're nice. That's just with 3 polishes from the, 3 or 4, from the Silky White series. Thank you, Born Pretty, again for sending them. I love these. They're lovely to work with. Don't forget the discount code, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed it. And if you press the bell, you'll see when we come back with some more goodies. Thanks very much. Take care. Love you. Bye.